Hi guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm, and welcome to yet another coffee break. Now I know there's a lot of coffee breaks and soapboxes and things like that, but there's not an awful lot going on on the farm to actually show you, because of Christmas coming up. We're not starting any projects to do with sort of canning or making jams or relishes, so I can't do anything like that. We're not planning any elaborate meals, obviously, because we're about to have a Christmas feast. And as far as outdoor goes, it's only really the ducks that are providing any interest out there at the moment. So I will do an update on those. So we're a bit limited at the moment, but there are some things I do need to address and need to talk to you about. Now, this came to my attention, what I'm about to talk to you about, this came to my attention in the weeks when I had that break. Now, I want to read you something. I don't often endorse big companies, as you know. Big companies to me are up there with the big supermarket chains, and I think they're the big evil enemy. But occasionally a company will come along that does actually do something for the environment, or it'll do something in the interests of animal rights or that kind of thing. This falls into that category, so I'm actually here endorsing a company, and it's junior companies, subsidiaries, whatever you want to call them, and I'll read you this, okay? Confectionery giant Nestle has pledged to ban cage eggs from its factories in an effort to pressure the global egg industry into adopting more humane practices. The new cage-free policy will be adopted in 189 countries around the world, including Australia. Nestle is the world's largest food company and encompasses well-known local brands, this is Australian brands, such as Uncle Toby's, Nescafe, Milo, Kit Kat, Sustagen, Nespresso, Purina One, and Allen's Confectionery. Our purpose is to enhance quality of life and contribute to a healthy future. This includes ensuring decent welfare standards for animals that are reared for ingredients used in our products, Nestle said in a statement. To help drive welfare improvements for egg-laying hens, our goal is to use only cage-free eggs for all our food products globally by 2025. This includes all eggshells and egg products, for example, whole egg powder and liquid, white egg powder and liquid, directly sourced as ingredients by Nestle. For the Americas, the Middle East, Africa and Oceania, we will do so by 2025. In Asia, we will aim for the same transition period as conditions allow. Animal welfare organisation Animals Australia said that Nestle's decision to go cage-free will prove to be a profitable decision. We commend Nestle's groundbreaking animal welfare policy. As the largest food company in the world, this decision is a signal to the rest of the food industry that cage eggs do not have a future, said spokesman Jesse Marks. Australian consumers are concerned about the cruelty egg-laying hens suffer in cages, with a recent Roy Morgan poll showing that 67% of Australians are more likely to support a company that has a policy not to use or sell caged eggs. The decision by Nestle demonstrates how leaders in the corporate sector can listen to their customers and respond. Nestle joins other notable companies to cut cage-free eggs from production, including Subway, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's and its mother company Burger King, Woolworths, Aldi and Arnott's. I think that is a wonderful step forward. A lot of people, I think, question, oh, why 2025? Why can't they just do it now? There's a few reasons for that. You have to be realistic. We have created a situation whereby there are farmers all over the world that produce eggs by cage farming. They have produced them that way because we as the consumer have demanded that they produce them that way. So it's unrealistic for us to just stop cold turkey using their eggs. One, they'll all go bankrupt. And we don't want to put farmers out of work. And two, they don't have the money just to change over like that. You know, it needs time. And it's going to take that length of time to slowly change these people over. Some will not change. Some will not be bothered. And that's okay. That's their decision. And if they choose to fall by the wayside, well, they'll fall by the wayside, won't they? And there's not a lot that you can do about that. But this gives the opportunity for any farmer out there who currently has caged egg facility to change over, get with the program and change their farming practices and get those chickens out of those cages. Okay, so I understand that. I also understand why, and I actually commend Nestle in a way to not committing to something that they can't be sure they can stick to. And that is the clause with hopefully bringing Asia into that same time frame, but recognising the fact that that might not be possible. And the reason that that's not possible is obviously because they realise they obviously have factories in certain places in Asia where they know perhaps they're very powerful parts of the world, and they're areas that they know will not transform into a new modern cage-free environment quickly. They might not have the money, they might not be educated in a way to understand why they need to be doing that. But I commend Nestle for being realistic with their goal. But to bring the rest of the world in that time frame, I think it's a good time frame. And let's face it, anyone that's my age or older knows, what are we talking, 7 years? It'll go past before you can blink. So that is, I think, fantastic. And I think anyone out there, you need to pass on this word. If you have your own YouTube channel or a blog or something like that, you need to pass on this information. You need to encourage other people to support not only Nestle, but its subsidiary companies, plus the other companies that I mentioned that also have brought in this same policy. Okay, now, just before I finish, Oh, my tongue's hanging out. Now, just before I finish, I will read out those companies again that not only do I want you to support, but that I want you to endorse and make sure friends and family also support them and know why. Okay, those companies are, quite obviously, Nestle, Milo, Kit Kat, Sustagen, Nespresso, Purina One, Allen's Confectionery, and any other company perhaps in your country that you know is owned by Nestle. But as well as those, the companies that also have adopted this policy are Subway, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, Burger King, Aldi, and Arnott's. I think that's just wonderful. And if you agree with me, you give me a big thumbs up. You hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any more of our videos. And until next time, keep the kettle on. And you know what it is. It's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!